Welcome to the channel, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Today I've got an install video for you on the handbrake and shift boot. Now I'm a bit excited for this one because the material that I found for the shift and handbrake boot is called M texture, which is a pretty rare interior for the E46 M3, but I managed to find a company who makes it. So without further ado, let's get straight to the video. Alright, so I have the handbrake boot here as well as the shift boot here. So the only thing you're going to need is a zip tie and a scissors, because behind the handbrake boot here is going to be a zip tie that actually holds the boot itself to the handle. And then for the shift boot, there's just going to be this kind of bracket that you can put this elastic band that the shift boot has right over it, and it should pop right in. So the first thing you need to do in order to get this boot off is to actually pop this out, which comes from behind and in front. And then on the shift boot, it'll be on the side. You'll kind of just press it in together and it should pop right out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and then get back to you guys after. Okay, now that I popped the handbrake console out, I have the boot on it inverted, and then I will be putting the zip tie just like the OEM factory location, where there's a little bit of like a divot where it aligns, and then you can just crank the zip tie and it'll be on there. All right, now we have the handbrake boot nice and in there. Looks very nice, looks very tight, and yeah, it looks very good. Now we're going to move on to the shift boot here, and in order to get this out, like I said before, you're going to need to pop these 4 tabs out, but as well you're going to need to get the shift knob out. And in order to get this out, you actually have to grab onto it and pull straight up, and make sure you're neutral so that you don't mess up anything in your gearbox. Alright, and here we are with the finished product. I'm very satisfied with it. Handbrake boot in, nice and clean M texture stitching there. And we got the shift boot here. Got the little shift knob on there now. And it looks very good. Shout out to Stitch Boots. Oh, and I forgot to mention, in the video I did not show this, but I ended up using a gasket maker to actually seal the boot in place for the shifter. And for that I just ended up using 3M Super Black, I think is what it's called. But I'm sure you can use any kind of gasket maker that's going to hold it in place. But I'll show you how the end product looked like once I put the gasket maker in. So as you can see here, it's kind of like all inside and tucked away nice and neat, and that's because the gasket maker is actually holding all of this in place. Whereas with this one here, it just had the clips that seated it in, so it's already sitting nice and tight. So yeah, I hope you guys all liked the video. Make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification to follow up with the build.